Welcome back to a impromptu aha therapy session, um, rant, whatever you want to call it, man. But Texans, they just continue to do it again, man. They do it again. They get your hopes up, and then when you don't even have, we're just gonna go into this game and play. They decide to fuck us even more, and not even they, as in the team as a whole. Cause we made some big plays, man. We won up 24-0 in the first fucking quarter. 24-0 in the first quarter. That's just ridiculous. That lead. Since the Falcons freaking blew it with the Pats, that's something that just doesn't happen a lot. So what pisses me off is the fact that you're up 24-0. Well, let's go back. You're up 21-0, and we have the opportunity to go for it on 4th and 1, and we decide not to. We took the foot off the gas. We decide not to go for it, and then later, I think it was 4th and 4, we go for it. In our own half of the field, we go for it, and it basically took away that momentum. And Hardman's kick return, he was blowing past people. That just brought up more momentum. So we kept giving it back to him with a short field and just fucking us up, man. And the thing is, like, they kept showing Bill O'Brien on the side, and I am not going to soften any blows with this. Bill O'Brien, he's not going to be fired. I know he's not going to be fired, but he should be fired. Because at the end of that game, when you look in the third and fourth quarter, once they've come back, once they've gone up, and we're sitting there at 28-24, which is what I had the final stat line being at the end of the game, but 28-24, and we look beat. Like, I don't know what happened in the locker room during halftime, and a lot of times that can be a calm, cool, collective experience. With him, I don't know. I feel like he probably went back there and yelled, like, what the fuck was going on? But there was no motivation. Because you can see when they came out the locker room, now you got D-Hop hurt. So now we have Watson, who's scrambling. The whole second half, he kept scrambling around. And when you look in the replay and you look down the field, there's nothing open. No one's trying to make a play. Fells is dropping balls. Like, that's his. If Hop's not catching it and Fuller's not, getting some bomb pass, whatever it is, Fells is the one that's gonna be up there and catching it. And that's just what pisses me off, man. We just have so much talent on the fucking Texans right now. And for some reason, man, it's like we're not supposed to be there. Every time we're there, we could be the number one team in football. We could be 16-0, and we'll get to that playoff game, but we're not supposed to win it. And that's just how we feel. That's how it always feels. It's not, we're the one and done team. We're the one and done team. We'll win that wild card game because we always play it. We never get the bye. We'll get that wild card game. We'll win that. We'll beat the Bengals, or we'll get blown out by Kansas City. Whatever it is, man. But I didn't think we were going to bet. I didn't think we were going to beat Kansas City. I didn't. But if that game would have went where they were just staying ahead of us the whole time, maybe coming close, but they pulled away, then so be it, man. That's how it's supposed to go. Patrick Mahomes is ridiculous. But when it comes down to what happened, which is going up 24-0 in the first fucking quarter, and we fucking lose that, man. I just don't understand it. And this is just, this is something I'm gonna talk about on the podcast on Sunday. But, like, once these new games come around, I didn't even want to watch the Seahawks and Packers game because of how that last game ended. It was just depressing because now it's back. It's the same cycle. Even when you get hopes, hey, no, we got a better team now. Oh no, we're here to go. But then when we get to the game and we go up, and then they come back, and we have no mental fortitude to get out of that. There's one thing on, you're losing the whole game and you can make a comeback. That takes mental fortitude. But when you're up, and then you lose that lead, and they go up 20, how do you respond to that? How do you come out of halftime swinging And how do you? We've just never been an aggressive team, man. Even with Kubiak, we were never aggressive. The most aggressive we've been is when we've been able to get Fuller on those big shot plays and get him the ball like that. But outside of that, we don't. That's not our play call. When Fuller out, we don't even call those plays. D Hop is a possession receiver. He has a stat line that makes him, one of the top 5 in the league. But he's not running past people and running long posts, deep posts, whatever you want to call it, and getting the ball in space and making plays further down the field. He's going to catch it, but that's usually where it's at. And then when he got his rib injuries, he was catching and just falling down. So someone has to come up and make plays besides Deshaun. And that it has to happen. So he has a supporting cast. He has the receivers. With Duke Johnson, he has a different way of utilizing a running back. And it looked like we didn't even remember Duke Johnson was on the team until like the fourth quarter. And he caught like a 20-yard pass. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like we forget what made it, what helped us beat them in the regular season. Having that rushing attack and those little dunk passes to Duke Johnson, that's what helped us beat him. We controlled the clock. We held the ball. We kept it out of Mahomes' hands as long as possible. And then when it came down to it, we held out. Held out. That was like the most we can fathom to do as a team. We can't go up, lose, get behind a lot, and then lose big. We just can't do it. We just can't do it. And I'm fucking frustrated, man, because the biggest thing, too, is the fact that you fucking, the Cowboys fans, I live in Texas. I'm in Houston, Texas. There's a lot of Cowboys fans here. I know a lot of people all over the country that are Cowboys fans. And right when the Texans lose, doesn't matter. Cowboys didn't even make the fucking playoffs. But right when the Texans lose, I'm getting a phone call. I'm getting a text. I'm getting Snapchats. And I'm getting a bunch of people reaching out to talk shit. Talking about, hey, look, y'all won the game, Y'all won the game. But as it sits right now, Bill O'Brien is 2-4 in the playoffs as the Texans head coach. He's been the head coach for 6 years. And honestly, I think we need to move in a different direction. He's got that old head, Belichick kind of vibe to him without the Belichick, thought process. Mike Vrabel went over and turned those Titans. Derrick Henry's a big factor in that, but Vrabel turned those Titans into just a monster team. Like, they come up in big games. And I don't care if we lose to, the Colts. I don't care if we lose to the Titans, whatever it is. But when it comes to big games, Texans are known for not coming in when it needs to. We lost like 34-3 in the wild card game. Were we the fucking home team? It just doesn't make any sense. And that's where the frustration comes from. So honestly, I don't know what needs to happen. I don't know who needs to go. I don't know what adjustments need to be made. But, I know some adjustments. Our secondary needs to get better. With Gibson, we have a chance. With more pieces back there, we're going to be we need to have the defense we had with the offense we have now. We don't have the best offense, but we at least need a defense that can keep us in the game. Because a defense that can only give up 30 points, we still are in that game. But when we're getting 51 dunked on our head, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So, man, that's it for me today, man. I'll see y'all Sunday. Me, Aaron, and Jork, we're going to be talking about this round for sure, but the next divisional round as well. The next, the AFC Championship game, which, I don't know, man, Titans versus Kansas City. I think Titans pull it out. I'm going to call it right now. I think Titans pull it out. Titans go to the Super Bowl and lose to the San Francisco 49ers. You heard it here first. That's it for the AHA rant, whatever you want to call it. Tune in Sunday, and we'll get you going.